Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Studentsdash Spotlight. And today I'm going to be your host, and my name is Doctor of Joy. Here with me, I have Comrade
Joy Chisom.
Comrade Joy Chisom. Looking at her, you can see she's a very quiet person, and but as we get into the interview, we'll get to know if she is indeed the quiet person or not. So, Comrade Chisom, welcome on board.
Thank you very much.
For those meeting you for the first time, we already know your name, so we'd like to know what's your department, what department you're in, your level, and one thing people always remember you for.
Okay, my department is Biochemistry Department, Faculty of Sciences.
Okay.
I'm a final year student. One thing people remember me for, I'll just say it's a blueprint. I'm a Jesus girl, so people remember me as a Jesus girl.
Jesus girl. I was never expecting that, but nevertheless, Jesus girl. That's very nice. That's very nice. Okay, so you mentioned you're a student of biochemistry.
Yeah.
And what that course don't finish us for this. So how you people been surviving? How you people doing it?
It's just been God and resilience, hard work.
God, resilience, and hard work. Okay, that's very nice. So, if your university journey had a title, what would it be?
It will be synthesis and liquidation.
Ladies and synthesis and
Liquidation.
This can you explain to
Okay,
us?
synthesis in biochemistry is just the build-up, while liquidation is the breakdown. So I'll say EBSU built me in so many ways, and
Okay.
it's also broke me in so many ways.
I hope the breakage is not so much.
It's not so much.
Okay, thank God for that.
Less.
Okay, so what has been your biggest lesson since you became a student?
My biggest lesson, I'll just say, don't ever think that thing can't happen to you. Maybe when you see students going back to write courses, you say never. Don't see people's plight and predicaments that it can't be you, because there is every high tendency that it can be you.
Yes, and this is very true, because most of the times you see people despise others, not because they did anything wrong to them, but because they're like, oh no, this thing, if you do me. So I think this point you made is a very sensitive one. Don't ever think what happened to someone else cannot be your own predicament. Okay, this is thank you for asking that question in this way. So, looking back to your first day on campus, what is that one thing you wish someone had told you?
That's the hard one. But I would say I wish someone had told me from the first day to always pray for grace.
Oh, grace. Grace.
Sounds somehow, but there are places that your strength, your connection cannot take you. That you need grace to carry you through.
True, that's very true. Especially when you're doing 100 level clearance. Be well.
Maybe project practicals in final year, not 100 level clearance. Yeah.
Till we get there, till we get to that. God, I beg. Okay, that's very, very nice. So, can you share with the audience one embarrassing or funny experience you've had on campus that you can laugh about now? But then it wasn't funny to you, but now it's something you can laugh about.
An embarrassing moment I had on campus. I think it was during my seminar of correction.
Okay.
That week was really stressful for me, going to and from my supervisor's office to correct my work. Then I didn't eat at home that day, so I got some snacks in school, only for me to have an allergic reaction in school. And my face was swollen, like my eyes were literally swollen. Before I got home, they had to rush me to the pharmacy to get drugs for me. I think that's a very embarrassing moment, but now I laugh over it because it was really funny.
But why was it embarrassing for you? Because swollen face looks like a normal thing to some
It
of us
doesn't. My eyes were swollen. I can show you the picture. It's really embarrassing. Really embarrassing.
never
My
mind.
eyes, my nose, everywhere was swollen.
Oh, okay. I think it depends on our perspective, though. There are persons that something like this feel very normal to them, but in your situation, this must have been really, really embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for that. I really apologize.
It's okay then.
Okay, so I'd like to ask, if you had the opportunity to change one thing about the student's life, what would it be?
Okay, I would like to change the way lecturers molest students.
Okay.
Most lecturers molest students, and the molestation doesn't just happen to be going to their office and they try to expose your body or something. Most times it's verbal molestation and emotional molestation. There are times that lecturers will body shame people in class jokingly, but they don't know that those things stick even faster than actions.
Yeah.
So I just think I should have a time where I would maybe talk about it or something. Plus, it doesn't only have to be girls. Boys too
Okay.
are molested. Boys too are victims of things, rapes, and they don't speak up because no one
Yeah.
would even believe them. That's even another angle entirely.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. I think this is something that should really be considered in the educational system, because it happens that students go back and then you see some of them get depressed. Not even per se because of what the lecturer has done, but maybe the kind of words that were released to them. I think if you're going to look into that, it's going to be a very strong one and something that the society will appreciate at large.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question I'm about to ask you is a very personal question, and I'd like you to give us your honest review about this question. So, what motivates you to keep going on days when school becomes overwhelming?
Okay, I'd say it's just to be the woman I'm destined and planned to be.
Okay.
So I always tell myself most times when I stand at my mirror that you can't get that PhD if you don't have this BSc. There are days that I'll just go home crying. I'll just be so sad and everything. But I'll still remind myself that I'm the first child. I have
Okay.
important to say for my siblings, yeah.
Yeah, being the first child can be a whole lot of work on your part. But aside this being your motivation, do you have some other views that you can air out to our audience? Because this might work for you, but it doesn't really work for other persons. Some persons
Okay.
are not moved by maybe because they want to get PhD. So do you think there are other things that can motivate us even when school gets so overwhelming?
Yeah, okay. I'll say one thing, school is not scam.
Okay.
You know, most people say school is scam, but I'll say school is not scam. Though we know we are in a country that is not working. The country is not working in so many ways.
Okay.
There's a high tendency that 50,000 people will graduate this year,
Yeah.
but less than 10,000 will have good job opportunities. I mean, good job, not just anyhow job.
Yeah, good
Job. So the remaining will be left wandering around looking for what to do. But I would say you should get the certificate because you don't know where life will lead you tomorrow. You may probably
Definitely.
travel abroad, get connected on something,
Yeah.
and that time you require a certificate, and it will be too late for you. So in your prime, get the certificate.
In your prime, ladies and gentlemen, get the certificate. Okay, the next question is this: what is one habit or routine that has helped you become a better student? Because I know you're smashing all your courses. So what is that habit or routine that has helped you become a better student?
Okay, I would say first thing first, I attend lectures.
Okay.
Even till now, from my first year till now, I attend lectures a lot because I tend to understand more when they explain in class. I pen down good notes, summarize them. Just
Yeah.
every student has what works for them. Some
True.
people prefer group reading, some people
Okay.
prefer reading. I prefer studying alone at midnight. Just take 1 or 2 hours to scale through my notes, my past questions, and after everything, I'll just pray and tell God little efforts, great achievements, and He has always helped me through.
Oh, little efforts, great
Great
achievements. Okay. That's okay. So, what has been your toughest academic challenge that you faced, and how did you overcome it?
The toughest academic challenge I faced, I I think it was during my seminar period.
Okay.
Yeah, that period was really hectic for me. Going to class, writing my seminar, combining everything. It was just so insane for me, and I had an allergic reaction. I even defended my seminar with swollen
The
face.
swollen face you talked
Yes,
about.
so that period was really tough, but I scaled through. Yeah.
So, how were you able to? Were you just confident, or was there something that just helped you scale through?
Okay. Before then, I already studied it, so
Okay.
that few days that incident happened, I wasn't able to study it again. So when I just stood, like, I'll just say students should always scale through things. Whenever you get a course or you see something, just scale through that thing.
Okay.
Watch documentaries, watch movies, listen to good things, have good conversations with people. They'll help you because that was really what helped me during that time.
Okay. I think this is very, very important as well, because a lot of people, I've heard stories of people who actually gave up. Especially, it looks like this seminar period can really be a tough one.
It was for me.
Okay. So, if a 100 level student was to walk up to you today and asked you how he or she can survive in the university space, precisely EBSU, what would you say to them? What is
Okay.
that rule that you give to them for survival?
First and first, put God first.
Okay.
Then aside that, have a very nice and comfortable way that you can make money. Maybe through your parents or something. But I'll not forget to tell you that finances matters in EBSU. It matters a
Yeah.
lot. Then aside that, just attend classes, study. You choose the study pattern that works for you. Maybe studying at night, daytime, group
Okay.
study, or you study alone. Anyhow it works for you. Just study, solve your past questions, attend classes, write your quiz. You will definitely pass.
I see, but what about students that maybe don't have much leverage as regards to the issue of finances? For you, how are you able to schedule with all the buy this, buy that, get this, get that? How are you? Because I know biochemistry can be a very tough course. So, how are you able to just navigate financially?
Okay. Before I came to school, I learned a skill.
Okay.
I'm a makeup artist. So I advise people immediately after secondary school, if you can lay your hands on something, lay your hands on a skill.
Oh,
You can go
yeah.
into tech, even graphic designing, anything. Just lay your hands on something. Apart from being a student, have one side also that will
Okay.
always help you.
Okay. Yes, this makes a whole lot of sense to me. You know, the emphasis on having a skill before you get into university
Yes,
cannot be overemphasized,
yes,
because when you reach, your body go tell you.
that's it.
Actually. Okay, so yeah. So outside academics, what are you passionate about, and how do you hope to turn it into something very, very meaningful?
Okay, aside academics, I'm passionate about business.
But okay, what kind of business?
Okay, in the future, I want to have a place, not just a place, but a name.
A name.
Yeah, I want to have a name in the makeup field.
Okay.
Then aside that, I just wanna exploit. I just wanna do exploits,
Okay.
basically.
So you're making plans already. You're
Yeah.
okay. Makeup field. In case you want to be a makeup artist, you can, later. Okay, so imagine thousands of students are watching you right now. What is one message you love every student to go with?
Okay, I would love them to go with the fact that they can actually do well in school.
You can do it.
They can do exploits. They just like you don't just see good grades as imaginary things. You can make
Yeah.
them, and you can make them through the right ways.
Yeah. Emphasis on the right
Through the right
ways.
ways.
Right. Yes, that is. I agree with your point of view, because they've sold this lie to us that once you're a university student, for you to make good grades, for you to have A's, B's, you have to do some things and some things and some things. But some persons are still badging these good grades, and then you're shocked. How are they doing this? So you can make good grades through the right way. Yes, that was a very striking point for me. Thank you so much for that. So, if you were to be the vice chancellor for one day, what is the first thing you would change?
Okay, if I was to be the vice chancellor of EBSU for one day,
Yeah,
I would retire some lecturers.
Re- retire some lecturers. Wow,
Sounds
wow,
insane, but I can tell you for sure there are lecturers in EBSU that are up to 70 years old.
wow.
And those lecturers, they are not teaching because of the passion. Many lecturers are just teaching because they want to oil their pockets,
Oh,
and they end up mistreating students.
yeah.
So I believe we need to start from the staff before the students. So if I become the DVC for a day, I will start up with the lecturers before I get to the students.
Repeat that.
If I'm to become the VC of EBSU for a day,
Yeah.
I will start up with the lecturers because I have to start up from the head to the tail. So
Yeah,
I'll start up from the
definitely.
lecturers before the students.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not have much comment on this, so I hold my peace. So, but that's a very, very nice one. So, what is one common mistake you see 100 level students make?
Okay. Going for GSTs early in the morning by 6 a.m.
Ewo. Wow, wow. So, why do you feel like it's a mistake?
GSTs are good,
Okay.
but I just feel like whenever I see them, I feel like they are doing too much.
Too
They even
much.
end up sitting on the floor, not, and they don't get anything at the end of the class because they'll end up not having seats to sit.
Yes.
Most times the lecturers won't come and they won't be able to take anything home. So I just feel like those students should invest more time. If it happens to be GSC, buy the textbook, just study the past questions.
Okay, so in essence now, what GST you are telling students they shouldn't attend GST lecture, may they not see you. But I think this is very, very true because during my set, the 2024 set, we were a whole lot of students, and then people end up sitting on the floor. At the end of the day, when you come out of class, you ask this person, how far, where your notes, waiting, the person is like, oh, I just did. So I think we can also, in as much as we advise students to attend lectures, we should structure it well and know the times that if you want to sit down, you want to sit in front, you can make endeavors to come pretty early. Okay, that's a very nice one. So have you ever had to choose between attending lectures and making money?
Yeah, I had someone I wanted to make up for, and it was actually a bridal makeup. So
Okay.
the pay was massive. So I didn't
Massive.
want to. I didn't want to. I missed some of my lectures for 2 days, and nothing happened. I made the money. Nothing happened.
So you advise us to leave our lectures and make money?
It's dependent on what lectures you have.
Okay, yes.
There's a particular lecturer in my department that I will never miss his lecture. Even if I'm sick, I'd rather sit sick in class
This is
than
very
miss
serious.
his lectures. Yes, it's dependent on the lecturer you have and just how you fix things that work for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have to choose, please choose wisely. Okay, so if you suddenly received a $1 million today as a student, how would you spend it?
Okay, I would invest in business. I'll invest in importation.
Business?
Yeah. And
Your makeup business or maybe some other businesses?
I have two businesses, my makeup business and importation. Then I would save up some for life after school.
Life after school. I'm holding myself from laughing because this life after school is something that we don't even need to talk much on. Ask some of our graduates, you will know that there's a life after school. Okay, I think that's a good plan. So 5 years from now, what do you hope for people to remember you for? 5 years, just 5 years from now.
Good legacy.
Good. Good legacy. What kind of good is it in the aspect you talked about, working towards the area of making sure that students are not molested, or your makeup stuff, or
Okay, I want people to always remember me as someone who can make an impact wherever she goes.
okay, because you're a Jesus baby.
Aside that, wherever I am, there should always be a fragrance of me.
Fragrance of you. Wow. I've never thought about this, but ladies and gentlemen, I think after today I need to work on dropping a fragrance of me anywhere I go to. Okay, that's nice. So this is a fun segment. So morning lectures or afternoon lectures? Be true to yourself.
Morning lectures. Prefer to come home earlier and have the rest of the day to do something else.
Morning. Okay, because you have side hustles and you work. Okay, so hostel or off campus?
Off campus.
Why? The answer was so quick.
I am hard on my privacy. Yeah. So I prefer to stay out of school, out of any place someone would disturb me. So I stay off campus.
So is it like there's no disturbance of campus, or you just have a way of navigating through it?
I have a way of navigating through it.
Oh, wow. So reading alone or group reading?
Reading alone.
Reading alone. Wow. Online classes or physical classes?
Online classes.
Online classes. Okay. Let's not go deeper into that. Assignments or test?
Assignments.
Assignments. So you write your assignment quite cool.
Yeah.
So do you cook or you buy outside?
I cook everything I eat in EBSU.
Jesus Christ
Yeah.
of Nazareth.
I don't eat out.
Please, I need an impactation. You cook everything you
I don't eat out. I've never eaten out since I came to this school.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so short. Ladies and gentlemen, okay. Let's leave it for wow. Comrade Joy. Okay. So if you had to repeat one level for $10 million, would you do it?
Dollars.
Yes, ma'am. Dollars. 10, like $10 million.
This is the
That's your seminar. Maybe they ask you to repeat that your seminar period time. Would you?
Can I just pass this question?
No, ma. You can just. Hey, let's know. We
Okay,
just
I'll
want to
repeat it. I'll take the money and do something meaningful with it.
Wow. Then what about your MSc, your PhD?
I'll still get it. I have a lot of years. With long life, will I satisfy you?
Wow.
I'll show you my salvation.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is quite hilarious, but $10 million, shy. You can make your choice. Okay, so I would like to ask, is having connection more important to you than good grades?
Having connection more. I prefer good grades.
Good grades.
Yeah.
But I thought people say, okay, well, because you said you can still get the grades rightly. When I asked you one of the questions, you said you can still get good grades rightly. Okay, good grades. Okay, that's nice. So can someone graduate with a first-class degree and still struggle after school?
Yeah, we are in Nigeria.
Wow.
Nigeria is not a working country. I keep saying it. Yeah, Nigeria is a crumbling country, so you can still graduate and there will be no job in that your exact field, and nobody will need you and your grade at that particular point.
Okay, but for you, you're doing biochemistry, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you planning to practice, or you just want to badge the certificate then?
I'm planning to practice abroad, not in Nigeria.
Okay, so you want to leave this country for us?
Probably.
Wow. Okay, so I need you to take a deep breath before you answer this question. Is dating on campus a distraction or an advantage?
It's dependent on the person. Myself, I don't want to date anybody on campus. It's just dependent on the person. If you can combine it and it works for you.
Okay, so it does work for some persons and
it doesn't work. Some people are campus lovers, campus couples, and it works for them, but it can't work for me, my type of person. No.
Campus lovers. Well, maybe we'll have a series where we'll talk about that actually. Okay, so are students too focused on relationship instead of building skills, from what you've seen from your 100 level down to your final year?
Students are more focused on building relationships.
Okay.
Like these days, there are a lot of things that you can learn with your phone.
Yeah.
That will earn you a lot of money.
Okay.
But it's so sad to say that students would prefer to beg people for money than to learn something. You don't have to learn a practical skill like coming to learn makeup, learning hairstylist or fashion designing. There are other things that you can learn that you still learn and earn a lot from. But when you ask most students what do you do apart from being a student, they'll just say, I'm my mother's first child. And I'll be like, how does it
mother's first child? I think this is very important though, because even though we do not underestimate the need to build good relationships, it is equally important that we dive into learning skills as students. Yeah, that's it. So Is school really enough to prepare someone for life after graduate?
No,
No.
I feel like there are other things to life apart from schooling.
Okay.
Most people even pass through this school and this school don't pass through them.
Mm,
Most people
mm.
even buy certificates. But
Okay.
I believe there is more to life. There is more
Yes,
to life.
there is more to life. There is more to life. At this point, I think we've really, really had a long session with you, and I am amazed and astonished by the kind of answers that you gave us and the way you poured out these explanations to us. And I must say that I am really grateful that you honestly had to answer these questions and then let our audience know what your point of view are. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing this particular edition of Studentsdash Spotlight to an end. So, Comrade Joy, what is your final word for every student watching you right now?
Okay, I'd say you all should pray. You all should study like there's no tomorrow.
Okay.
Pray for grace, study, be consistent, hard on consistency, be consistent, and use Studentsdash.
Very, very important. If you're not using Student Dash app, you are wrong. Student Dash app is your number one academic platform. We have the app. You can search us up on YouTube, on Chrome, on wherever you can find yourself, and you will find Student Dash. Okay, thank you so much for coming to this section, Comrade Joy, and we are so grateful that you made it to this place today. I remain your host, Doctor of Joy. Bye for now.